What's up athletes, and welcome to this video. In this video we are gonna talk about how to run without getting tired. Comment down below, what is your favorite running distance? Is it the 5k, the 10k, the half marathon, the marathon? Let me know in the comments. And with that said, let's start with the video. We all know it, we are running around, running in the forest, running on a track, or just enjoying running, and then suddenly we feel like we can't go further anymore. And this is a point where you feel tired, where you feel demotivated, where you don't have the power enough to go one more mile, 1 more kilometer, or depending on which metrics you're in. So this is the point where you're tired, and in this video I'm gonna give you some tips, some of my experience that helped me to run longer, stretch or extend the time that I can run without getting tired. So yeah, here we go. There are 3 key factors that need to be discussed. First one is the pre-run. Second is the run, so the actual run itself, and third, the post-run. Yeah, in this video we are going to talk about all these 3 segments of the run: pre-run, run, and post-run. We start off with the pre-run. What can you do to extend the time to run without getting tired? Well, the first tip or experience that I would share with you is to warm up. I mean, it's obvious, we need to do some sort of warm-up before a run or before any exercise or workout. Why do I like to do this? I like to do this because then my heart rate gets slowly higher and higher. What I mean by that is, let's say I don't warm up and I directly go into a run, let's say a threshold run, a tempo run, and my heart rate would typically sit at a tempo run between 160 and 170 or something like that. And maybe you think of your rest heart rate is somewhere around 50 BPM. So you're going from 50 BPM to 150, 160, 170 BPM in a short period of time. This will increase your heart rate drastically and immediately, and will lead up that you may complete the first or second kilometer with an easy feeling, because I know it myself, I go way too hard on the first or second kilometer, and then on the other kilometer I feel tired. So this is a tip for you: warm up before the run, do some drills, some running drills that help you to raise your heart rate, and as a bonus point, it will also help you to lead up to a better running form. Then what I also like to do is to do slight stretching. What I mean by slight stretching, I do stretching exercises only for 7 seconds. I do a combination of dynamic stretching and static stretching. Then we come to the actual run, or the run itself. This is where the magic happens. And the first thing that I would recommend to do is to run at a steady pace. As I talked about before, and what many beginner runners will do, is to go way too hard, way too fast. Like the first 1 to 2 kilometers will feel good because you have a lower heart rate, or you feel just good. And then on the other kilometers you will just feel tired. And this has something to do that you put in the energy you have in the beginning, but you have to see it long term. Yeah, what helps you to get not tired is to run at a steady pace. If you run at a steady pace, you will always hit a certain speed, a certain time you hit per kilometer, per mile, and this will help you to not get as fast tired as if you would run just slow, fast, slow, fast. So try to run at a steady pace. Then my second tip, when I speak from my experience, is breathing. I made a complete video about it. I will link it up here or here somewhere where you can click it. But breathing is essential for not getting tired at the run. What helps me is to find a rhythm, find a breathing pattern that works for me. Every run is different. Everyone has another breathing pattern, another breathing rhythm. So for some, this will work if they do 2 steps inhale, 2 steps exhale. For others, it will work if they do 3 steps inhale and 3 steps exhale. So you really have to find your own breathing pattern. As I said in another video, I don't really pay attention to a pattern. I just run and find a rhythm, because I feel like running is like music. And if you find a rhythm with it, then typically your breathing goes along with it. But essential for not getting tired is breathing. You know, have a good running posture that air can come into your lungs, into your body. So you really extend the time you can run without getting tired. Then the next tip would be to have a good training structure. And what I mean by that is, you will have workouts where you feel tired, and you will have workouts where you don't feel tired. And this can also happen onto your easy runs, where you only run with a 50 to 60% pace, because at some days you just don't feel like running, or you don't feel as motivated, and that's completely normal. But the key is to be consistent and yeah, go for a run. So yeah, for beginners, you will get tired after 1 kilometer, after 2 kilometers, maybe after 3 kilometers. But if you're running consistently, build up an endurance base, you will feel better over time. So what works for me, and I made a couple of videos, I will link one right here or here, so you can click it how to make your own training plan, is to have 3 key workouts. These are easy runs, tempo runs, and interval runs. And as you may have heard, easy runs are with 50 to 60% effort, tempo runs between 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and intervals almost with 100%. So as said, in intervals you will get tired, but on my easy runs I usually try to not feel as tired unless I feel demotivated or something like that. But it worked for me. This training structure helped me to build an overall stamina, to build an endurance base, and now I can run high mileage. But yeah, this structure helped me to be a better runner, build an endurance base so I can go for longer runs. And typically the first 5 kilometers, the first 10 kilometers, I usually don't get tired on these kilometers. Maybe sometimes on the 15 kilometer run, on the 20 kilometer run, but this is pretty normal. And with the experiences that I got, with the tips that I incorporate in my own training, I extended the running time. I can run without getting tired. And then there's another tip. Maybe will work out with one of the first tips that I give you, but don't push yourself or don't go as fast on the first kilometers. And this is really important because, as I said, it is a waste of energy to go out extremely hard, but then don't have energy for the last kilometers. So really try to run on a steady pace. Don't push yourself. I did myself a mistake. I always push myself, and yeah, it didn't build up my endurance, maybe a little bit, but not significantly. Yeah, what came to my experience is that when I run below my easy run tempo, so I usually do a lot of heart rate based training. My heart rate based training is around 150 to 160 BPM. And when I run below that, so maybe in the 120, 130 30 BPM area, then I usually can go as long as I can. You know, as long as my legs can hold me and I have enough energy. But this is a tempo where I could run all day long and I could run a long time without getting tired. And this is where you can extend the time where you can run without getting tired. Well, these are the tips, experience for the run or the actual run itself. Now we come to the post-run. And this is where you prepare yourself for the next run, where you do the recovery from the run you did and prepare yourself for the next run. This is really setting up yourself, invest into your body. And what I do is simply just stretching, but a bit of extended stretching. So I do each exercise to 30 to 1 minute, depending on how much time I have. But I really pay attention to it because I feel stretching is really important for me, especially because my muscles can recover better and I don't feel as tight, or my muscles don't feel as tight. And then what I also like to do, and this is really something new that I implemented into my training, is to do, of course, foam rolling, but then also flexibility bands. So what I mean by that is I train my ankles, some strength training for my ankles. So I really have stability and I incorporate stability training exercises into it. So my body gets fitter, has some more stability, especially if you go for longer runs. Then strength and stability plays a huge role if you don't want to get injured. So I really take care of my body after I run and do some exercises that maybe some runners won't do. But I do them because I think they help me. This comes totally from my experience and I feel better with it when I do them. Well, these are the tips for the pre-run, run and post-run. Now I have some extra tips for you. Tip 1 would be going to the gym. So maybe that's said before, but I'm now going to the gym and do some other sports beside running, for example swimming, or some stability training exercises that I can do to strengthen my upper body a bit. And some other sports, so just running, because then you can get some more energy in your other muscles that you maybe won't really train when you just go running. And then what I also recommend is to pay attention to your diet. Diet plays a huge role if you want to get an excellent athlete. And try to eat as healthy as you can. And this will help you that your body feels healthy, gets healthy, and helps your body to recover better and prepare you better for runs, so you can extend the time you can run without getting tired. Now obviously at some point of the run you will get tired, but those tips those experiences that come from me may help you extend the time you can run. And yeah, I'm not a professional coach, but maybe these tips and experience help you to get a better runner. With that said, that's it with the video. I hope you liked it. As said, write down in the comment section what is your favorite running distance. Is it a 5K, the 10K? Write it down below, it really interests me. And then I'd say, if you want to see more running content, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Keep running and I'll see you in the next video.